I'm Christina Arfine, and let's get right into it. So, for 105 years now, the Armenian people have been marching for justice worldwide. In 1915, the Ottoman Empire committed a mass genocide, killing over 1.5 million Armenians. So, they marched to seek justice for their ancestors. So, let's start off with a quote. Joe Kiffner actually stated how before the 1915 event occurred, Armenia was a population of 2 million Armenians. After, in the early 1920s, their population was approximately 400,000. This shows the amount that hit Armenia and how hard it hit Armenia. Today I'm going to be informing you about what led to this event, what happened to the Armenians during this event, and what impact it left afterwards. Let's begin with what led to this event. Obviously, Armenia is a country of Christianity, so religion had a big part in this because Armenia is surrounded by Muslim countries, and the Ottoman Empire is run by Turkey, which is a country of Muslim. So religion played a very big factor because the Ottoman Empire's plan was to ethnically cleanse Armenia from the earth. And land also played a very big part because Armenia contained one of the biggest mountains in the world, Mount Ararat. And when Turkey invaded Armenia, they stole that piece of land and everything that came with it. But to this day, again, that remains unnoticed and unrecognized by many countries around the world. And Turkey ended up renaming that mountain and claims it as theirs to this day. And for proof that it is ours, a quote by James Weiner, he stated how there's many connections from Armenia to Mount Ararat, and he is an arts and cultural heritage. He is studying in that field. When he studied Armenia, he stated how the mythology, the identity, and overall the culture of that mountain is related to Armenia. If you don't know, Christians believe in Noah's Ark, and Noah's Ark was landed on Mount Ararat, so that was a very symbolic mountain for the Armenian people, and when it was stolen, it was like a piece of our heart was stolen. So to conclude, a main reason and what led up to this event was religion and land. Now, let me show you a visual aid of what Armenia looked like before and after. So before Armenia was invaded, everything in orange was Armenia. Around this part is where Mount Ararat is. So when Turkey came, this entire part is Turkey. When Turkey came, they invaded Mount Ararat and everywhere. So when they invaded, this light orange part is now part of Turkey, not Armenia's anymore, including this bottom part. And this small dark orange part is what Armenia is right now. So as you can see, they stole over half of our land, a great portion of the land, including the mountain. Okay, now let's discuss on what they did to the Armenian people during this time. The Armenian people lived through a living nightmare. I cannot stress this enough when I say all men that were spotted were killed on the spot during these invasions. Mainly women and children were killed as well, but when they were spotted, women, children, elder, and infants, they were all sent on death marches. They were starved with no food, no water. They were tortured, raped, and then killed. And according to the U.S. Holocaust Museum of Washington, D.C., and I quote, they used the words starvation, dehydration, and exposed to disease. That shows the level of intensity that these Armenians went through to survive, but they couldn't. It was nearly impossible to survive all of those death marches and invasions, because if they came into the house, they would just shoot everyone in there. Those who managed to survive were sent on death marches. Those who managed to escape, on the other hand, they were They ran off to anywhere near, including Turkey, but they had to change their identity. They converted into Islam, and or they would give their babies to Muslim villagers and leave so that the baby would be raised as a Muslim in order to survive and not face a difficult life like the others. So as you can see, the Armenian people went through an actual living nightmare during this time. It is horrific, but it is true. Now, my last point is how did this impact the Armenian people? Well, in the late 1920s, there was claimed 1.5 million Armenians dead. Again, as Joe Kiffner said, there was 2 million Armenians a part of Armenia at that time. Take away 1.5 million, that's about 75% of the country, and the people have become, they're done. They almost made Armenia extinct from this one event. And the people that managed to escape obviously ran to Turkey. They ran to Istanbul, Turkey, because that is near the border of Mount Ararat. It is near there. So when they ran there. And to this day, there's over 50,000 Armenians that live in Istanbul, Turkey. But when they're there, obviously they don't show it as much, but they still practice their culture, their traditions, their religion, and everything. Others, they fled worldwide. Armenia obviously used to be a country of 2 million, but when the massacring happened, they went to 400,000, and then everyone else fled. A very small amount of people stayed in Armenia, and those who fled either fled to Turkey or they fled worldwide. That's why right now there's less than 3 million people that are populated inside of Armenia, but worldwide there's 11 million Armenians. So as you can see, the population has grown over the years, over the century. It has grown and it continues to grow. This event put us back a ridiculous amount. This event should have never occurred, and the fact that people continue to deny it is tragic. But Armenian people have grown stronger and stronger throughout the years. They have faced a genocide, dozens of wars, dozens of attacks against them, but they continue to grow stronger with courage and fighting. They continue to push. So, as you can see, I would like to wrap it up and let's rediscuss what we saw. So we discussed on what led to this event. We also discussed what happened to the Armenian people at this time, and we also discussed the impact it left afterwards, whether that was negative or positive. And I would just like to inform you more that you can make a change. You can be a part of those marches. You can sign petitions. If everyone comes together and pushes their government, pushes their country's leaders, the Armenian people will get justice. Because for over 100 years now, the Armenian people have been marching, and they are not planning on stopping until each and every country has recognized the Armenian genocide, until they get the justice that they deserve for their ancestors, for those people, those innocent people that died for no reason. Thank you.